We're here today with Noah Abelson-Gertler, CEO of ShareRoot. Noah, thanks for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Are you able to share some of the background to the company?
Yeah, for sure. So ShareRoot is all about protecting consumer data and privacy in marketing. This is a majorly topical subject right now with the Cambridge Analytica scandal and Facebook, but we've been working on this for years. So we initially launched a user-generated content platform that had a legal rights management foundation to it, which essentially protected consumers and companies both in the exchange of photos and videos that people take on their phones and want to share with brands for those brands to use in their marketing efforts. And more recently, we've been building a platform called Media Consent, which puts all of the preferences into the hands of the consumer as to how they're interacted with by a company. So everything down to, hey Costco, you can store my first name and my last name, but I'm not comfortable with you knowing my address, for instance, right? Additionally, Monday of this week, we announced that we officially acquired a social media marketing agency called The Social Science. They've been running legally compliant social media campaigns for the most regulated industries around, including STEM, health sciences, and publicly listed companies. And lastly, and I know I'm talking a lot, but lastly, we'll be incorporating blockchain technology into our platforms and services because it secures data.
What are some of the key markets in which you operate?
ShareRoot is an international company. We've had clients in Europe, clients in the US, clients in Oz, clients in Asia. The issues of data and privacy don't just affect one country. We have a huge piece of legislation going into place in Europe on May 25th called the GDPR. It affects every single European Union citizen, but that being said, Australia's Privacy Act has elements that are really similar to the GDPR, and it's going to be updated more. USA's Privacy Act, same thing. And China's cybersecurity law is really similar to the GDPR and actually has been in place this whole time. So in short, international, every market around. Companies need to be compliant and respect people's data and privacy, and it just hasn't been going on until recently.
And in terms of the successes and milestones to date?
We've had a handful of successes. I think I'll just touch on some things more recently. The acquisition of The Social Science was huge for us. It adds capabilities in-house that we didn't have before. It enables us to drive more revenue than we've been able to drive. The appointment of Paul Olivier as an advisor. He is one of the leading minds when it comes to data and privacy infringements throughout the world. He was just appointed advisor this morning. He will be influencing ShareRoot's roadmap for the future and very integral in the vision around what we are building. He was actually sat next to, while testifying to the UK Parliament, a guy named Chris Wiley. You may have seen him in photos, in videos. The guy with the pink hair is the whistleblower for Cambridge Analytica. It was Chris and Paul's joined us as an advisor. So those are some of the things we're really excited about.
And looking forward, what should investors focus on?
Yeah, handful of things. The rollout of the Media Consent platform. We're going to roll out a beta program at the end of this quarter. Our UGC platform, the user-generated content platform I mentioned, will move into a self-sustainable, profitable unit under the ShareRoot umbrella. That'll be another thing to watch out for. Growth across the UGC platform because it will continue, and the Media Consent platform. Growth in solutions, growth in revenue, and lastly, the integration of blockchain technology into what we're doing.
Exciting times ahead. Noah, thanks for your time.
Thank you, David.